Okay, check it out. So, today, Steve Jobs has unveiled his, really hyped iPad. Now, what are my thoughts on it? It's a nice design, looks nice and everything, but let's be honest here. It's an oversized iPod Touch if you really think about it. Other than the 3G support, I don't really see that much of a difference between an iPod Touch and this, other than the screen and a bigger processor. Now, let's check on other people's thoughts. I will warn fanboys of Apple, you know, don't get butthurt. But I'm one of those few people that are disappointed, or many people, who knows. But I am disappointed since it was really hyped up. And it turned out, it didn't have a lot of the features like multitasking. But we'll just read up some other people's thoughts. So, sir, tectonic shifts. Instant Apple iPad reaction. Disappointment. Let's read some of the things he said. Let's see. Okay. Hmm. The audience at the Yerba Buena Center for the Arts is decidedly underwhelmed. Lyon says, early excitement is draining away. Some in the crowd are just browsing the web on their own devices, not even paying attention to the Apple presentation. And Jobs himself seemed tired and low key. Speculation about his health and its impact on Apple's ability to innovate may only increase after today's event. Of course, this is all instant reaction. There could be some magic at the end of Jobs' speech. If not, perhaps the Onion's great headline this morning wasn't that far off. So, people's first reaction, disappointment. Let's go to Engadget. Here's their first hands-on with video. We're not gonna watch it, but anyways, it's not light. It feels pretty weighty in your hand. Okay. The screen is stunning. I will probably believe that. The screen does look really nice. I believe it's an IPS, and it's 1024 by 768. Feels just like a huge iPhone in your hands. Surprise. The speed of the CPU is something to be marveled at. Okay, 1 gigahertz. There's no multitasking. Real disappointment. Yes, me too. It's just like an iPod Touch or iPhone. You can't multitask. All this power and very little you can do with it at once. Maybe they could fix it later in updates. I don't know if that's possible, but at the moment, no multitasking means no streaming Pandora when you're working in Pages. The ebook implem- implementation is about as close as you can get to reading without a stack of bound paper in your hand. So that's a nice feature. No camera. Now this might not be a big deal for most people, but some people might want to do video conferencing, cause I thought this was supposed to be aimed as a tablet. Not sure if it wasn't. Maybe they changed it, but there's no camera. Hell, it doesn't even have an SMS app. It's running iPhone OS 3.2. It's a little disappointing. So the oversized iPhone with an iPhone OS. Okay, whatever. The keyboard is good, not great. Not quite as responsive as looked in the demos. No flash confirmed. Now that's a huge letdown. So really, it's just a huge iPod. Think about it. No flash support. iPhone or iPod doesn't have flash support. They do have a YouTube player, but basically no flash support. Can't multitask. Can't do that on the iPhone either or the iPod Touch. It's faster, but that's basically the same as the iPhone 3G or iPhone 3GS. They're just faster than the previous generation. And yeah, it's a little disappointing. Who knows? It could be great in the long run. Maybe Apple will make updates, to allow it to multitask. But at the moment, it's not worth it. And let's say you get the highest end model, which is around $800, 829 if I'm exact. Here's another one, James Lockman's blog. But anyways, Yahoo also did their disappointment reaction. The iPad arrives and it's basically a big iPhone. I agree. It looks nice, but think about it again. It's an iPhone that's on steroids. Now, I'm not an Apple hater because I own a MacBook Pro myself and it's great. A little pricey, but it's still a good notebook. Needless to say, it didn't live up to its hype. But my immediate reaction, yep, disappointment. The iPod, the iPad looks like an interesting refinement of the iPhone slash iPod Touch model, but doesn't break the mold like the original iPhone did. Personally, I don't think so. Will I buy one? Probably yes, because it's Apple. You just want to have it in your hands. I want one too, but really, I wouldn't find a useful thing to use for it because my iPod Touch pretty much serves the basic things that the iPad does too, other than 3G support. Now, for around $800, you could get a pretty nice, Intel or not Intel, an Ion Note netbook. Let's see here. Let's look at some Lenovo here. Only 539. It's a NVIDIA Ion graphics chip. It's faster. Let's see, 1.6 gigahertz. Okay. Or actually, I don't know. I think I forgot the name of it, but it's a custom chip built by Apple, or I guess you could say that. Bigger resolution. Okay. RAM. Pretty sure it has it, but more RAM. What else? You get connections. USB. 3 USBs. The iPad has no connections at all. Other than that, actually, it doesn't have connections at all. Other than the charge port, I believe. Battery maybe it's not as much, up to 6 hours, but it's removable, as opposed to the iPad's battery, which is built in. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah. Speakers, your standard speakers. Let's look at another one. HP Mini, another Ion netbook. See the specifications. Also comes with Altec Lansing. It's only $400. Bigger resolution. Okay. You get NVIDIA Ion LE graphics, and you get an actual OS for a notebook or a computer in general. So yeah, those are my thoughts. So I'm kind of disappointed. It looks nice and everything, but personally, I wouldn't buy one. I mean, if I got it as a gift, of course I'm gonna keep it. But my thoughts, it looks nice. It could be great in the long run if Apple, updates it with Flash support and multitasking. That would be a great little tablet or little netbook or whatever you want to call it, or a huge iPod Touch. Disappointment, no multitasking, no Flash support. However, the data plans are really nice. I believe it's $30 with 3G a month, with no. They don't charge you for what is it called? It's basically unlimited something. I don't remember, but I'll put it in the video. But yeah, the data plans are pretty nice. I guess that compensates for everything else it lacks in. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Apple iPad. Great design, not so great final product. No ports, no anything. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And Apple fanboys, don't go crazy. It's just an opinion, unless you're like eMeek or MacWord. Alright, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.